You know, I love these boxes. The face box is back. I love it. I dig it. But I was just telling you a second ago that I can't tell what's in here anymore.
Wait, let me tell the story.
No. What shoe is this? You tell me, because
I know.
What's inside? I don't know.
Can I tell the story now?
What's the story?
How you were carrying a stack of shoes in here and you're just like, are the 12s out there? And so I'm out here looking for 12s and they're in your hand in the stack.
Because I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, look, this box got these in them. That's cool. This box got these in them. That's cool. This box got these in them. That's cool. But if I don't look inside, then I don't know what it is. And like I said, I love the box. I love the throwback. But I also loved when 3s and 4s and stuff were coming in their specialty boxes colored up like the shoes. Because then I'd be like, there they are. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so I can't tell, for one, what's in anything anymore. And then on top of that, I keep getting them confused. Like I'll look past the face boxes because I think they're my old shoes, but they're not. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 3 in what is being dubbed the Father's Day colorway. Although I did not cross-reference this with sneakers. Sneakers likes to do their own thing. Oh, Sneakers is calling them a very clever name. It's going by the name of Sail and University Red. So yeah, these are not officially the Father's Day according to the brand, but what you will see on the internet via Google searches and most likely via retail like press releases and stuff and like the push notifications through your email and email blasts, they'll be calling them either the Father's Day or World's Best because they come with this thing right here. Ooh. Now, before we get started, this awesome t-shirt is available right now exclusively over at senseapparel.com. Supplies are limited. We only have a few left. Go up a size if you are interested in supporting the channel in that way. And with that being said, I thank you in advance. And these guys are really interesting. I will say that it's not... they smell good though. It's not my favorite pair of 3s to come out ever, but I do think that this is probably one of the coolest stories as far as like what we're getting on product. This whole thing makes a lot of sense for me, at least being an MJ fan, because this really reminds me of like, I wouldn't want to call it the glory days, but I guess you could. Even though it is weird that they're telling this story on this shoe, but it is what it is. I guess this lends itself to tell a story better than the shoe that he was actually wearing. So in case you weren't aware, the Father's Day or World's Best Air Jordan 3 is pointing towards a very specific moment in time throughout MJ's history, and that's this moment depicted right here in this photo, where he is laying on the floor crying in the Bulls locker room, crying happy tears, sad tears, maybe a little bit of both, because he had just won his very first championship after his father's passing. So for him, at least the way that he would tell this story, like I remember seeing this image, but it was in video form on, I want to say it was like the Unstoppables VHS tape. In that VHS, like he had said specifically that like this championship meant a lot to him, not just because it was his first championship back after his first retirement, and not just because it was the 72-10 win season, but because this was the first time that he had played throughout his professional career and just in general without his father right by his side all the way through to the end. So that's the reason why he was so emotional. I think he was like proud of himself and hoping that his dad was proud of him too.
Are you crying? Am I crying? No, I'm not crying. You're crying.
Hence the World's Best little card that they have right here. I think this is really cool. It's actually got like 3M stickers on it. You're supposed to fold it up and it becomes a nice little trinket or trophy that you would put on your shelf or your desk or wherever you put cool stuff. And it just simply states, "To the World's Best, thank you for making me believe I can fly." I think it's dope. I think it's a nice little touch.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Now, as far as how they're telling that story within this product right here, it's pretty apparent, at least I think. And that's why I think that they use this model, just because the elephant print, like the paneling, allows it to tell these types of stories, even if it has nothing to do with this particular shoe. Because I think that if they would have replaced the patent leather on the Air Jordan 11 with this carpet print, I don't know if that would have looked as good. I think that it being minimized to this little section of the shoe, the heel and the toe, I think that it's like as tastefully done as can be. Speaking of which, that pattern that you see replacing the elephant print, again, is the original carpet from the Bulls locker room in the United Center. And fun fact, I actually stood on this carpet right before it was replaced, because way back when the Air Jordan 29 first released, the brand actually flew me out to Chicago. I played basketball at MJ's actual house, and we also got a tour of the United Center from Scottie Pippen himself, and he took us into the locker room right before the carpet was being swapped out. And I gotta say, like, what a memory. Holy crap. But anyways, the elephant print has been changed to the carpet print that was once seen in the Bulls locker room floor. And then they don't leave out the Air Jordan 11 in the black and red or playoff or bread, whatever the heck you want to call them, colorway, because that's basically what this shoe is also pointing towards. Not only is it the elephant print being swapped out for the carpet print, but then the overall color blocking and then the trifecta of the midsole, where you have the super high gloss paint finish on the top of the midsole. And in this case, sail, which is supposed to depict the white midsole from the 11s. And then moving down to the outsole, you've got the clear translucent outsole that was also featured in the Air Jordan 11. And so this whole section of the shoe right there is pointing towards that model, which was seen on his feet again in this picture. And it's just pretty cool. Now, speaking of the outsole, man, this is pretty, dude. Like, it just looks like candy. You know what I mean? So I like this. It looks like a Jolly Rancher or something. Like, this looks dope. It's a unique look to the Air Jordan 3, and I really dig it. The midsole itself is made up of polyurethane. Inside that polyurethane is an encapsulated 4-foot air sole unit, and then in the rear there is a visible one. You've got a black Dream Cell insole. If you don't like that, you can take it out, swap it out for anything else that you like. It's really up to you. And before I forget, they do come equipped with this little tag right here. It's basically telling you that the shoe does feature suede and color migration can happen. The suede is actually not from the eye stay or from the tongue or the collar. Those are actually synthetic nubuck, but the genuine suede that they use is on the toe as well as the heel. And it is brown, so I don't know if it really would migrate color, but you know, I'm sure they're just kind of covering their bases. Maybe they're saying that it'll fade over time, who knows. The overall shape of the shoe looks fantastic. It looks very similar to the 1988 original. And then the materials I would say are okay. I wouldn't say that these are like the nicest pair of threes, but they're definitely not the nicest, you know what I mean? Like, it's not poor quality, it's just not the greatest. Like, the leather is very thin. It's not super soft or buttery, but I think that it's good enough. Paired with the synthetic panels that they use on the eye stay, tongue, and heel collar, those are the parts where I'm just kind of like, oh, you could have, you know, elevated this a little bit, maybe use some patent leather in those areas. Maybe they did try it and they just didn't like it. I actually was talking to somebody over at the brand about the band Jordan 1 Low, and they were saying that the ideas that I had said, like being like, yeah, they could have put the Wings logo with the X stamp on top. They tried all that stuff, it just didn't work. So I thought that was really cool. They were like, bro, we tried, bro, we tried. So for all I know, patent leather was an option, and they just thought that this looks softer, maybe better, maybe it just meshed better with the shoe, which honestly, I think it looks good. Would have been cool to see if the tongue stayed black, like from the top all the way down. That would have been pretty sick too, but maybe there's a sample of that as well. Then speaking of the tongue, and this is on both pairs, it says World's Best. And then finishing things off on the rear is the simple Nike Air logo. And for a shoe like this, with a story like this, that tracks. Like, I think that this looks perfect. It sure beats the Easter 3s or whatever those, like, why was there Nike Air on those, but not on the Valentine's Jordan 4s? I don't know. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, these feel like they fit at least a half a size big. So what I would recommend is, if possible, try them on in store to make sure that you get your appropriate size. However, if you're buying online, I would recommend going down half a size for most, and with that, you should be good to go. If you're local here to the Sacramento or Elk Grove area, they will be available over at Phenom at both of their locations. Make sure that you follow them on social media, simply at Phenom Global, to know about all of their launch procedures. And with that being said, what is today's viewer submitted question of the day?
Okay, I need you to stick to the parameters here because I would like to use this question of the day a couple times.
Like in a couple of different videos?
Yes. So sticking with the flagship Jordans, what would your dream Frankenstein shoe be?
My first thought when I hear that, like, is the Spizike, right? Or the Dub Zero, something like that, like an actual Frankenstein shoe. But I really like what they're doing with the 40s.
Where they're just taking colorways and putting it on.
Oh, they're not just taking colorways. They are transforming the shoe. Like, they've got the 28 shroud on that motherfucker. Dude, it looks sick. They've got the removable magnetic lace cover of the 16s on that shoe. Like, it's so cool. I just can't can get a pair. What they've done with that shoe and using it almost as like a blank canvas, because that was one of the main complaints of that model when they first were unveiled, was like, oh, they're so plain looking. And I was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, they're definitely not like as busy as something else, but like, whatever. Color makes or breaks shoes, you know what I mean? And there's some colors that look fantastic. But then they go and use it literally as a canvas, and they started like placing, you know what I mean? Like Jordanisms on there. Like there's the Air Jordan 14 edition, like all of it. I was like, bro, whose idea was this? It's awesome. Like this is the way.
I would like you to follow the parameters though. And
what's the parameters?
You're going to take a Jordan upper and mash it with a Jordan tooling, like the midsole and outsole.
It's just that
Two
simple?
Separate.
So I'm just mixing two shoes?
Yes, that's what I want you to do.
You should have said that in the beginning.
You went off.
because the brand is doing that right now, and it's awesome. You just can't buy any of it. So it's, I mean, I guess it's not awesome, but like visually looks dope. What tooling would I want to use? Like, would I go straight performance or would I go visual? Because like my first thought with that is the 13s, because it's so good and so comfortable. But those pods don't look good on everything. They look weird, you know? They look like elephant feet or something. Can I use another example as a good cop-out?
No.
Why? Somebody's doing it right now on YouTube and it's great. I don't remember his name. Like, I think it's like something Vic or something like that. But like, and I apologize. I don't watch a lot of like sneaker YouTube, but like I have watched their videos and it's on the Reshoevnator channel. And this guy completely deconstructs and then put tongue in everything. Like he sews them back together. They look dope.
Great. Use your brain to take.
But he's doing it better than I could.
Everybody gets to participate.
But I can't visualize it. That's the hard part. Like, I need to actually see it. A Jordan 11 tooling might look really cool with a Jordan 17 low or 18 upper.
Okay.
That might be pretty slick in my head. How would it actually look? I don't know. I'd have to like do some Photoshop. And for all I know, that would look awful. So for now, I'm going to stick with that. But what about you guys? If you had to mash up 2 Air Jordan signature models, it's got to be the signatures only, so from 1 through 40. Oh, I didn't even think about no, because they're doing it right now. I'll leave it.
Leave them be.
But yeah, 1 through 40, you could pick 2 to combined. What would they be? I'm really curious, because then I'm going to start photoshopping everybody's.
If they want to, they could.
Oh, you could DM me or something, like on Instagram.
Yeah.
You do the photoshopping. Keep it easy for me. I'm already like doing editing, B-roll, all that stuff. But with that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about the Air Jordan 3 World's Best or Father's Day or Sale and whatever they called it. I can't even remember anymore. But whatever the colorway is, sound off below. Let us know what you think about these. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. So until then, you guys have a good one.